Here we are. And we are here. Welcome, guys, to Habitation Station. Spawning in the tippity top right base, we have the red Terran player. From Empire Gaming, it is Kos. Team Empire. And his opponent in the top left position, spawning as the orange Terran player. From Root Gaming, it is Illusion. Illusion. Haven't seen him play much, honestly. He's a solid player. He had an interesting series against Polt. If we're talking about Terran versus Terran, an interesting series against Polt in WCS America, round of 32. I actually had the pleasure of commentating that game. And he had some pretty solid builds, but was not able to win his only TVT match. So I don't actually know what to think of him for this series. Kos is a very strong player, but I'm interested if Illusion... I mean, it's just mostly me not knowing how much Illusion has been practicing for this, but I've seen Kos streaming lately. Kos streams a reasonable amount. He's a very good player, so I don't expect anything less than his best. Both players opening up gas first this game for this Terran versus Terran affair. And yeah, this map, I think, for Terran versus Terran, I kind of mentioned this in the previous area, but when you look at how this map plays out for the matchup, there is a very short distance to your opponent's base, and the way that it's laid out, it's not a bad map for fast tank pushes. It's also not a bad map for defending fast tank pushes. Reapers, not good. Reapers, kind of bad. Very close air distance, though, makes Banshees good. I will say this, Kos's barracks just feels much further. Both these players went gas first, but Kos's barracks is going to finish 20 seconds later. How did that happen? Did I miss something? Okay. Well, Illusion's factory will start faster now. That is, I actually didn't realize. Did he forget to build his barracks? That's weird. But Illusion comes in and he's like, okay, you're doing pretty much the same build, except your barracks is a bit later. His factory he has a 20-second lead on his factory. And Illusion patrols to block from building an add-on with that barracks. And he will leave with his scout. So Kos gets in with his scout. The Marine pushes it away. He begins a tech lab on that barracks. So we could see a potentially very quick starport play. Second gas being taken by Illusion as well. And let's see what he can do here. Kos is stepping up with this Marine to shoot away that SCV. And there's the starport. So Illusion wants to go Banshee. Kos with no extra gas could also go Banshee, but he cannot get Cloak due to the way his build order is set up. It is simply not possible for him to go Cloak Banshee. And yeah, there's the starport. So Illusion's starport is on the way as well. So it really comes down to now, at this point, who can make the defense? Who can really make the most out of their Banshee play? Illusion with the Banshee with Cloak. Kos, the Banshee without. And Illusion could technically still go something like Raven. Not what I would expect. Yeah, there's the Banshee and Cloak on the way. So, makes sense. TVT. This is very standard. Kos is shoving out with 2 Marines and a Widowmine very early on. And he's going to build a Banshee. He can't get Cloak yet, though. He did take the second gas while the starport was building, so he can get it if he wants to. It's just a little bit later. Everything Kos has done this game is about 20 seconds behind because of when he built his barracks. The Marine shoves this Hellion back. An Illusion cannot break him just yet. Command center's on the way in the natural expansion. The Widowmine is making its way downtown, walking fast. Now, what can Illusion do? Wait, am I blind? Okay. For some reason, I thought Illusion's Banshee was going to be out faster than that. But I don't know. No units lost yet this game is actually pretty funny. No resources at all. These guys just been poking each other. But now is the time. Now is the time. Viking on the way for Kos. And the Banshee for Illusion is here. Cloak is very close. He has a Raven on the way back home. And he has a couple of Marines. Defending against Kos's Banshee shouldn't be too hard. Gets... Nope. Starting to chew at the SCVs. The first blood has been drawn. As, well, SCV starting to drop. Wants to take out the one building that missile turret and actually kites back. Kills all of Kos's Marines. SCVs are dying. He cannot get the engineering bay. He does have enough energy for a scan. The Viking will be out soon. But, oh, Koss, can he do the damage back? Marines are trying to get into position. That Raven is almost out. The Viking is here. There's the scan. Illusion just going to focus on the SCVs, though, trying to run away. This Banshee held back by the Raven, and the Banshee for Illusion will barely escape. Engineering Bay is canceled. He does not have a second scan. He still has 35 energy. Illusion, well, he's chasing down this Banshee and might delay his command center a little bit, but this Banshee's still alive inside of Koss's base, and he is just chewing these SCVs to death. He's trying to repair his own SCVs to buy time, even hoping that these Hellions could maybe bait them out. But he's just not having any luck here. This Banshee for Koss only has 2 kills. Illusion needs to stay vigilant, though. He is starting to lose some workers in his own mineral line now, moving those Banshee and the Marines back. But Illusion has done catastrophic damage to Koss's economy. A Raven comes out as the cloak runs out anyway. And Illusion will take a couple of losses. This Banshee's got 9 kills. Actually pretty solid. I didn't think the Banshee should have gotten that many kills. But Koss is trying to claw this game back into an even position. And it is 12 SCVs for Koss versus 23 for Illusion. Illusion literally has double the economy. Koss has double mule capabilities, which he most certainly needs to stay alive in this game. But Illusion has a Viking out now as well. So this Banshee for Koss should not do anything else. Ooh, gets another SCV. Not bad. Every worker killed is almost gold at this point, and he does kill that. And there's still this Widow Mine, actually, in front of Illusion's base. So Koss has the aggressive potential to... well, I guess the defensive... It's like defensive and aggressive, because it lets him know that he can... There's nothing on the map he needs to worry about. But Illusion has a tank on the way. Koss, he's finished up a second factory. Blue Flame is in production, and this is actually a pretty smooth way to jump out of a Banshee opening. But Illusion looks like he wants to attack, and I would actually love to see him drop some auto turrets. I would love to see him drop auto turrets in Koss's main, and then just have the Viking do whatever, maybe even land at this point. A point defense drone doesn't... I mean, he could PDD, yeah, just auto turrets. It seems this... Like, how do you deal with this? It's auto turrets versus auto turrets. 2 turrets, 2 turrets. Illusion has enough energy for a 3rd turret. Will he build it? He's actually repairing the auto turret. In case you guys didn't know, you actually cannot really repair auto turrets. Auto turrets are the only structure in the game that, like, the amount that they heal is it's like the same health rate as, like, Zerg Life Regen. This SCV actually cannot out DPS the burning of the turret. He actually just has to stop healing it. It's just kind of funny. But Illusion, he's still looking solid from that earlier advantage he was able to gain, but the worker count is much closer now. Much closer. And one thing that Illusion has going for him, though, is he has infrastructure. He has 3 racks, a starport, factory, all of the things that you need to play a very solid mid-game for a TVT. Koss still, though, with a good number of Hellions, and Blue Flame about to finish up. Has a good position for defense, and oh, this could be the game changer. The SCVs in the main base for Illusion getting roasted. Koss knows he needs to do critical damage to bring himself back into this game, and he might have just done it. Illusion drops to 22 workers. Marines going down left and right, trying to get another hit off on the SCVs, but no such luck. That medevac's still alive. He could be going to pick up another set of Hellions from the tower. Tank coming out for Koss. And, well, he's got the gas from the natural. Illusion does have a good tank count, but no combat shields yet. Makes these Marines easy to toast. And here comes the next drop into the main base. Where are the Marines? He has to him. Oh, he's moving out. The drop's going to see it. There are the Hellions. He drops the medevacs right on top of those Hellions, trying to keep him away. 3rd base is in production for Koss. Koss sitting at a comfortable 5-worker lead. Needs to do a little bit more damage. And he can solidify this lead here. Illusion will catch him. Forces him back. I like that Illusion is playing his own double medevac drop love game. Where it happened? Okay, Illusion lost his Viking a little while ago, but he's got these Hellions up front. Illusion's going for the double drop. There are a good number of Hellions inside the main base of Koss, though, with these Vikings and the siege tank. He shouldn't have any difficulty defending, but this will still not be easy. Medevac drop is going into the natural. Illusion has Marines here, and the Hellions are going to try to do some damage, but no luck. And here comes that drop. The siege tanks for Illusion sieging on up. There's still a couple Marines. The auto turrets, though, helping quite significantly to defend against this. Koss picks up the medevac, maybe even pick up this Raven. And Illusion has been... I can't think of many family-friendly ways to describe what just happened to Illusion. Completely shut down. And this game seemed like it was going so well in the Root Terran player's favor until this point in time. Now gets the medevac, so these Hellions should die, but he's going to try to get a few more Marine kills before then. And, oh, he could actually still get some SCVs. He gets at least 1, maybe 2. Nope. So at least he kills the Hellions without taking any more damage. But Koss now has a third base. Koss has to be feeling so good about himself. Illusion has a large army, but even then that Widow Mine still picking off. A Marine finally kills that Widow Mine. How does Koss... I mean, how does Koss lose this game? How does Illusion attack? He has a solid number of Marines. Sure, he has a couple of siege tanks, but for Illusion, making a push work in this situation looks so dire. He's actually completely skirting the tower. Koss wants to go for a counterattack. Oh my god. Illusion scans. He sees, okay, you're just out of your third base, and Koss is out in the center of the map. He doesn't know where Illusion's army is. Oh no, Illusion's going to take the tower. He's going to see this massive push coming. Are we going to have a base trade scenario here? Illusion needs to defend. His tank is sieging. Hellions have a really hard time breaking through walls. The bio does a lot of damage. This is Illusion's opportunity. He needs to do critical damage while defending this push. Here he goes. Third command center immediately targeted down. Not able to repair it. SCVs drop left and right. The natural expansion is exposed. There's just one siege tank, a couple of Hellbats, and a Viking. Still holding on to his natural. The Raven stands strong over this tank army, but there's still very little for Illusion to defend with. He moves up the ramp. The Hellbats are fighting the siege tanks, being focused down. Illusion drops on top of the ramp, getting those siege tanks. The Hellbats add in so much extra damage, but Illusion has made it into the main base. There's just one siege tank here to defend. Koss has his army outside the natural, but Illusion's still mining, still producing siege tanks. The Raven going to drop some auto turrets, and he's going to try to break into Illusion's natural. At the same time, he's killing the production, and Koss has made SCVs being pulled up the line to repair the siege tank. All Illusion has one tank in his main base. He's rallying out into his main, trying to cover that wall, and he's killed off a good amount of Koss's forces, but there's still tanks here, still some Vikings. Illusion going for the production of Koss. Koss has not been able to float out any production. He does not have any units safe. Koss trying to siege up a tank in the back of his main base. Could do a lot of damage if it gets a volley off, and it will. Kills a few Marines. And Koss, these Hellions are so crucial. Illusion cannot pull SCVs. There is too much here for Illusion to destroy this army. I feel like he has to lift off his production and just go for it. He doesn't have any options. Everything's just going right into the sky. Tank comes out, birthed into holy fire as it perishes, and the starport for Koss will be killed. But Illusion just needs to keep his production up, needs to get these SCVs out of his base. Koss still has a command center in the air. He still has his barracks in the air. Illusion does not have any Vikings right now, no real anti-air. So these Vikings for Koss are in a great position to just hunt these down. These Vikings are so weak as well. Where are Koss's SCVs? Does Koss even have any? Just one tucked back here? Koss has 2 workers. One's building a supply depot. Illusion does have 21 SCVs. Keeping these alive is tantamount to his ability to win this game. In fact, I would go so far as to say is if he can just get a cloaked Banshee, he can win this. There's only one orbital to scan with available for Koss, and it's in the air right now. There's the starport. He still has a starport, and he's actually not supply blocked because he does have this command center over here, and he has a few depots. Hellions don't kill those that quickly. I think if Illusion gets a cloaked Banshee, he wins, but he wants to get medevacs to keep his Marines alive, which I think makes a lot of sense. I think the Hellions could actually kill all of these very fast. There's no production on the map for Koss right now, and these Vikings are going to find the SCVs, and Koss's only worker sees this. He's like, look, I need to deposit some change. I'm sorry. Illusion is going to lose all of his workers, though, unfortunately for him. He calls down the Mule Hammer, but the Hellions are here, and Illusion's going to lose all of his remaining economy. He does not have anything left. Koss's only other SCV here dies as well. Does Koss have no SCVs now? Yes. So Koss has no SCVs. He has no supply depots. Oh, he has one in the bottom right. But Koss is still too supply blocked to make any units. So basically, guys, what's just happened in this game is Koss can no longer make anything. Koss can no longer produce units. Koss can no longer make... he'd have to kill his own units to be able to make anything, because he needs to use a supply call down from this command center. He needs to supply call down, and then that's really it. He can't do anything. It's a shame Illusion lost his command center, but oh my goodness. I think all Koss can do is just park on his army. If he tries to attack this, it's almost suicide. Does he have the Raven? Okay, so he could try to Seeker Missile the tanks. Is really his only option is to Seeker Missile the tank and then push out with his own units. But he's actually trying to siege up the gold base. I wonder why. Oh, he wants to kill the starport. Oh no, there's tanks, Illusion! That might have just cost him the game. This starport is going to die. Unfortunately for Illusion, he's going to lift his barracks, and there's nothing to kill. The problem here is that Illusion doesn't actually know what Koss has. And Koss can still win this game because he has the command center. now Illusion is the one that's like, well, I can't attack you. You can't. It's like, oh man, he needs to catch Koss out on the field is really his only option. There are a couple of medevacs, but really, it only takes 2 or 3 volleys from these Blue Flame aliens. Oh, there's the tanks. No, Illusion's gonna run into this. I think that could. This is it. He doesn't have anything left. It's just there's Vikings. GG. Koss takes game number 1, and god damn, what a game.